This is the ultimate guide to spell towers. I will be sharing everything you need to know to get better at spell towers on offense and defense in this mini series. Hello everyone, my name is Spegs and welcome to RH Basebuilding. This is part 2 of the mini series where we will be focusing on the Poison Tower. So not wasting any time here, starting off with the basics. The Poison Tower does not drop the spell onto itself like the Rage or Invis Tower does, but rather it launches the spell towards oncoming troops. But we will get more into the specifics of how that works later on in this video. The max DPS is 60, and the time of the poison spell on the ground is about 12 seconds. However, even after the poison is over, it continues to do an additional 6 seconds of damage, making the total time of the poison effect 18 seconds, which adds up to about 1080 total damage, meaning that if you were to try and heal through it with a heal spell, it would reduce the effect of that heal spell by about 50%. It reduces the speed and attack rate of troops by 35%, and yes, it does do a decent amount of damage. However, this is what makes the Poison Tower one of, if not the strongest spell tower in the game right now. It also has a recharge time of 60 seconds, which is currently the longest recharge time of all of the spell towers. For reference, here are the stats of an offensive poison spell. You can see that the defensive poison spell is about as strong as a level 2 offensive poison spell. Now let's get into some examples and the best ways you can use the Poison Tower on defense, as well as some tips and tricks you can use when going against it on offense. One thing to note before we get into the examples is that the range of the Poison Tower is 9 tiles, and a single troop must be alive inside its range for at least 1.5 seconds for it to be activated. If there is any one thing that you remember from this video, it would be that. One of the best ways you can counter the Poison Tower is actually to use E-Drags. Their chain can actually destroy the Poison or Invis Tower before it ever gets a shot off. As you guys can see, it takes 2 shots though. One to trigger the Invis Tower, second shot destroys the Poison Tower, but this is actually very easy to defend. Just make sure that your spell towers cannot be chained. The poison has no effect on the Blimp, or actually no siege machines for that matter, and that's because spells don't affect siege machines. So I can show you guys here. I'll drop the Blimp, the poison will go off, it will not damage the Blimp, the Invis will go off, and it will not make the Blimp invisible either. So if you safe blimp the town hall with sneaky goblins inside your blimp, a lot of people have been saying that this the poison completely defends the safe blimp for town hall. However, depending on the timing of the poison spell, what is inside your blimp, the builders that are on the town hall, you can still get the town hall down with a safe blimp, as you guys can see here. If that normal safe blimp was a little too close for comfort, what you can do is freeze the poison spell before it goes off, because it's actually shooting the blimp. And what will happen is that the goblins and the minions that are inside of the blimp, they aren't staying alive for 1.5 seconds inside the range of the Poison Tower. Because remember, a troop has to stay alive for a full 1.5 seconds for it to actually be activated. If you want to safe blimp the town hall and there is value behind the town hall, then you can actually just use zaps to destroy the spell tower. If you only want to destroy the spell tower, it will require 4 zaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and any other value behind it, just make sure you use the appropriate amount of zaps for that. And then you can safe blimp the town hall with no issue whatsoever. Just make sure that the spell tower effect does wear off if you drop the blimp inside the range of the spell tower. If you are doing a queen charge and your healers get hit by the poison, that's not the end of the world, because it will require 3 to 5 red bombs for the healers to be taken out, and that's because, as you can see here, the healers aren't yet in the poison spell, so it depends on how long the healers are actually inside of the poison. You can see There are 5 red bombs. It took 4 red bombs to take them out right there. One thing to note is that 2 towers right on top of each other, their damage and their effect does not stack. So you want a good space between them to get better effect and better coverage over your entire base. At Town Hall 14, all types of Lalo and air spam strats were dominating Legends League as well as the competitive scene. However, Supercell definitely wanted to make a change because the Poison Tower is brutal at defending those Town Hall 14 meta strategies, forcing players to change their armies from what they have always been used to, or at the very least, making you very careful at planning and executing your attacks at Town Hall 15. That's everything I could think of about the Poison Tower. Let me know in the comments below if I missed anything. We will be covering the Invis Tower in part 3, and if you haven't seen part 1 where we covered the Rage Tower, make sure to check that out. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out our website at rhbasebuilding.com, where we have premium built bases ranging from Town Hall 9 all the way through to Town Hall 15 and 24/7 customer support. We were recently crowned the best base building and coaching server in Clash. All our links are in the description below. Talk to you soon.